Hi, this is Nidal Hassan, and you are listening to Voices of English. In this episode, we are exploring robots and AI, not just the science. From imagining what a robot looks like to asking if machines could one day feel emotions or even take our jobs. We will tackle big questions in simple conversations. Let's dive in. Today we have a special guest, Mr. Mohammed Alderraija. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. How are you, Nidal?
I'm doing well too. I'm really excited to have this conversation with you today about AI and robots. So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Mohammed Alderraija, teaching assistant, translator, and currently enrolled in MA studies in the major of translation. Yeah.
All right, so let's start with something simple. Imagination. We all have a mental picture when we hear the word robot, right? For some, it's like a sci-fi metal giant, and for others, it's a little vacuum cleaner, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, what comes to your mind when thinking about robots and AI?
Well, first of all, personally, from my own point of view, I related immediately to childhood robots and episodes such as Transformers, Voltron, and so on. Autobots and
The Iron Man.
the Iron Man as well. Yes, thanks to movies and pop culture as well.
Yeah.
For having that image, being instilled in our brains. But that's one side. But there's the other side. This is like our daily life routines, and how can we imagine robots? We're not just talking about like humanoid robots or cyborgs.
Definitely. That brings us to another question. So, in your opinion, how do robots and AI already help us in daily life?
Well, you can actually see we actually have them almost like in every aspect in our daily life, especially recently. We're talking about AI, being involved in cell phones, logistics, warehouses as well.
Refrigerator. Yeah.
Cars, yes, they have Siri and Alexa as well,
Yeah.
We've been, AI is actually being involved almost in every aspect in our daily life.
Yeah, it's a vital tool.
It is.
Right?
It is actually even in the healthcare diagnostics and so on, like radioactive machines as well. They have been used, through AI bots as well.
I also want to add something, AI in education, right? So you are a TA, a teaching assistant, right?
Yes.
In the Faculty of Arts, specifically in the English department. AI and education. Have you noticed any pros or cons concerning this?
Yes, the process actually we're being involved into using this technology, as a means to ease the process, whether if it's especially in terms of education. If you're preparing a research paper, if you're preparing an article, and you're looking for some certain references, and sometimes the problem of the research that you or the research that you're actually involved into, you cannot find certain or enough valid resources. So you resolve to, for example, using AI bots, to ease the process a little bit. Maybe like just to give you like some references from other research papers, or to make them, instead of going to the library and search like paper by paper, less time consuming and so on. It will ease the process. That's a positive side.
Yeah.
The negative side is when you're actually rely too much on it.
I absolutely agree with you. That brings us to the monstrous ChatGPT. Well, there are
Today's number one trend.
there are a lot of AI models, I know, but ChatGPT is, I think, the most trending and most common among students, right?
Yes.
I'm a teacher or an instructor at the English department too, and I think plagiarism is a very significant issue among students. Do you agree?
Yes, I totally, absolutely agree, and I second that, because relying too much on it again, and I'm repeating that because this is a constant issue, that we have been noticing among the students when they rely too much on using ChatGPT to do their homework, or to actually like plagiarize, some of the text, without average actually giving credit when it's due credit, So this is a dilemma maybe that they are not aware of, that they need to be very vigilant when using ChatGPT, because sometimes they will be actually like more like, sorry for saying this, like digging their own grave, when the professor actually notices, such mistakes, that your English level is not up to that to that text.
Definitely.
Your actual English level is not up to the submitted level.
This is quite insightful.
It is.
Let's move on to another aspect of the topic. So one of the big debates about AI is work. I want to ask you this question. Will robots take over human jobs one day? Or will they create opportunities we can't even imagine yet?
About like, you mean like removing jobs, or?
AI conquering our jobs. So people become jobless.
I would say it. I would say both. Not just removing jobs, but actually introducing new jobs as well. For example, I've mentioned before, like ATM machines, and how they were introduced into the bank system. People were, or the employees in the banks, worldwide, they were actually afraid of having this new machine taking over their jobs, where they will be jobless or unemployed. But the positive side is that this machine actually relied on humans, so they needed other new jobs. So this technology brought new jobs as well, not just removing old ones.
So do you think that probably AI will program themselves and manufacture their own robots?
Well, to some extent.
This is a question actually mostly asked or concerned by the sci-fi lovers.
Yes.
Some of them, they think we will probably be conquered and taken over by robots. What do you think about that?
I would agree with that, as that it can be an actual threat if used irresponsibly, because every coin has two sides to it, so we need to actually use it, in a way that is very vigilant and very, very, very responsible as well. What matters is that how we're actually going to build this AI, how we're actually going to put some regulations to it so that it won't like overdo.
Yeah.
Or
So I think we can move on to our final question today.
yeah.
Muhammad, since you are an artist, imagine yourself in a social gathering, let's say a party or whatever, and there's a robot in this gathering. How do you imagine your favorite robot / AI driven machine?
Robot AI driven machine. Yeah, I would say design wise, more like Iron Man, from the Avengers.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
humanoid.
Like being in charge to the scene, like flying and landing, descending, from the sky above, to the scene in front of you with the whole family gathering and so on. So
That's really cool.
yes, always be creative, think outside of the box.
Thank you so much, Muhammad, for having this fabulous conversation with you.
Thank you, brother. The pleasure is mine.
Well,
Pleased to be here.
thank you so much. Dear listeners, this is the end of our show. I hope to meet you again in another episode. Thank you so much and take care.